how's it going? You're looking a bit puzzled. What's up?
Well, I got a problem with this bedside table.
What's that?
Well, there's only one. I need two. I need something a bit more earthy.
Oh, that doesn't really fit in with your theme. It looks a bit too plasticky.
But I know, stone would be really nice.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, maybe I could carve into it or something.
I tell you what, there's a stonemason just up the road. I passed earlier on. I could pop up there and see what they've got.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Okay, I will do.
I want some plants as well.
Oh, Scottish. It's got to be heather. The team have chosen colours which combine the Scottish Highlands with a touch of Renaissance sophistication. Miles is boldly edging each wall and painting blocks of colour to give an impression of depth.
Nick's chosen these really nice, natural, earthy tones for the bedroom. Here's a tip for painting very, very straight edges. Always use the biggest brush you can find with a nice sharp edge on it. It's much easier than messing about with small brushes.
Now, as we're taking our inspiration from the great outdoors, what better colour to paint these wardrobes than nature's own green?
Well, I've marked out this MDF panel in a lattice screen design. Now, this will form a room divider between the sleeping area and the dressing area. And it'll also be a useful rail to chuck your clothes on at night.
Excuse me, can you help me at all? I'm looking for some stone.
Some stone? I think we've got plenty in the yard. Shall we go and have a look?
Come on then. So where does all the stone come from?
It comes from all over the country. I mean, for example, this stone here is a limestone from North Wales. That's come off a church that was demolished. We also buy in just lumps from the quarry which we cut up for different customers.
Well, that's where you might come in here, because I'm looking for a bedside table. I want to be able to carve a little Celtic emblem into the stone.
Yeah, well, the best stones for that really are the yellowy buff stones. There's quite a lot of yellowy buff in this sort of area. A sandstone.
Is that soft enough?
Yeah, it's great for carving, yeah. So if you find a piece that you want, just bring it along into the office and pay for it.
Yeah, thank you. No, that's the wrong colour. It's far too dark. Oh, this is my shape. Oh, that's just a bit too hard edge, though. Aha! Cute, soft, small, dinky, perfect. And very heavy indeed. Don't want to break any nails here. Hello. Could any of you gentlemen, hello? Could I get some help, please? This divider will create the illusion of a balcony over which Phil and Jill will be able to imagine the scenic beauty and blue skies of Iona.
Hello, Dee. This is where you're hiding.
It is.
I've made a dais for them to lie on upstairs.
Lovely.
Well, this is just the lid.
I'll upholster that for you, and I've made this bolster for the bed. I might make them a little one for the dais.
Yeah, that'll be great. Well, I'll leave this with you then. Phil and Jill have set some extra money aside for the flooring. Now, we've chosen a nice coir matting for the main area in the bedroom, but in the dressing area, we're just going to go for a nice natural look. We're not going to sand the floorboards, we're just going to paint them with some eggshell.
We're creating the illusion of a garden beyond the balcony. So I'm painting a really nice trellis on the garden hedge. I know they're wardrobes, but use your imagination.
Nick's left me with the dais top and I'm going to start upholstering it. I've got my fabric, and I've got my foam, and then I've got my top. To upholster it, you use staples, and always use the centre of each panel first, making sure your fabric's nice and taut as you staple.
I'm drawing a Celtic knot design onto this lino, and I'm going to use this lino tool to cut the design out, and then I'm going to print it onto some fabric.
Egg. Yeah, balls.
So what's this then, Nick?
Sisal matting.
We felt we had to soften the room because the windows have shutters. Now Nick's putting up a frame around the ceiling above the bed. Now that's a great base for most bed canopies. Now I'm in this room putting up a square, double-sided blue, and I'm going to attach this to the frame with upholstery tacks.
Well, here's what to do with a really old mirror door. Simply dry brush paint onto it, and you get this sort of nice weathered effect.
We're going to paint some fragments of Celtic design directly onto the wall surface, but they can be a bit complex, a bit tricky. So I really want to just capture the essence of the design, and I've been doing a bit of practicing.
Sally's been good enough to get me this beautiful piece of reclaimed stone. Now I've marked out a Celtic motif in pencil, and now I'm going to etch into it with a chisel and hammer.
Five letters, blonde and dizzy.
Hi.
Sally!
What a welcome! Thank you. How are you all?
Fine.
You going well?
Yeah.
Obviously in a very good mood here.
Great. Yeah, we had a great time.
What have you created in the room, Nick?
Well, they wanted a combination of things, you know, Scottish Isles sort of look nice and earthy, along with that nice rich Renaissance sort of quality. Divided the room with a dressing area with a low-level fence, made a dais, and I put shutters on the window.
So a strong theme throughout.
Yeah.
What about you, Jess? What have you been doing?
Well, I coloured in the wardrobes. They look a bit like a hedge now with a nice sort of trellis fence in front. And you know when we went to the cathedral,
Yeah.
some Celtic knots? Well, I did a bit of a lino cut from that and printed it onto this fabric because Dee's been doing some good stuff up there. She's done a really good baby cover and all the rest looks fabulous.
That sounds very clever. And Miles, you've been
good.
painting too?
Lots of painting, put some new lining paper up, and I got great practice in putting on very straight lines, and then I managed to do some freehand stuff as well for the motifs.
Great. And the big question is, how about the budget?
We went over a little, £415.
£15 over. Oh, but it's worth it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, definitely.
And have you finished? You're doing a crossword? Does this mean you're finished?
Just a
Only
couple
two
of
more
eggs.
clues.
Right, well, I'm going to go get Jill and Phil, see how they've been coping, and maybe you could be finished by the time I get back. Yes.
We'll try.
Perhaps.
Okay,
Upstairs
perhaps.
is where the bedroom is,
Right,
guys.
okay. Bye.
Bye.
How do you spell Sally?
Come in, Sally.
How do you know it was me?
Oh, we saw you come up the drive.
Wow, this is all very cosy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how's it been in the caravan?
It's been great.
like a holiday, short holiday.
Well, you've got the typical British holiday weather for it. But listen, Jill, what's happened to you? You've not been well.
No, I wasn't very well. But it's given me the opportunity to stay at home and watch real rooms.
Well, that's as good a tonic as any. Now, look, are you both ready to go back to the house now?
We are.
OK, well, finish up your tea and let's get back there.
Well, Jill and Phil, did you ever think you'd get to this point?
No.
How are you feeling?
Apprehensive, I think.
Quite excited.
What's your worst nightmare behind there?
Purple swirls.
Purple swirls, I suppose.
I don't know really.
Anything that's going to make us
Jungle
cry.
themes.
That'd be a bit wild, wouldn't it? What was the room
Santa's.
like before?
Really bland and really ancient and really decrepit and really horrible,
It's
really.
a bit of a mess, really. A bit of a stock room rather than a bedroom.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, should we see if it's changed a wee bit?
Oh, please.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah,
Deep
go
breath,
for it.
everyone. Here we go.
Wow, wow, wow.
In you go.
Wow.
Oh my... Look at this, brilliant. I had no idea that it would be like this.
So it's obviously, it's Renaissance,
this is,
Venetian, maybe, or
That's
is it Venetian?
right. Renaissance meets the cool
It's-
Scottish myths of Iona.
It's just amazing.
With the Celtic
Look at
thrown
the
in.
window as well, isn't it brilliant?
Can we?
Yes, go ahead. Got the shutters there, give it a continental kind of feel. Cool and crisp over there.
And look at Nikki's picture.
Yeah.
Nikki did that last year, in her last year at junior school.
It's so different.
It's good in here,
I
isn't
had
it?
no idea.
And look at the
You could do so much
fireplace.
with it.
I know. Do you know? I didn't think the fireplace would help.
That's been beautifully
It's just
refurbished.
amazing. Oh, look at the
yeah.
lights! Look at the lights!
Ah, wow! Yes, the wall lights.
Look at this
Stone.
stone.
That's the Celtic feel. That's gorgeous. That's wonderful.
Got a
Love
Celtic motif.
Yeah, that's
etched in there.
perfect.
Wow, it's
wow.
amazing.
What do you think of this canopy here?
Yes,
Do you
that's
like
what I mean.
that?
It's
It's going to be an experience going to bed, isn't it?
yeah.
I'm noticing things that have
It's
come
just-
from our house first, and now I'm noticing the other
And
things.
the division, the partitions there.
Now, the idea is this is your terrace area. We've got privet hedge with trellis. That's-
Wonderful. Yeah.
Jess has painted your wardrobes, and you sort of change in that area, and that's why the partition is
It's
there.
gorgeous.
And the mirror. I wanted a mirror for drying my hair, and if that's what I
Look at the
see.
flooring. What have you done with the floor here? It looks-
Size.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it great?
lovely, yeah.
And you see the way it runs out there, so you've got
Yeah.
the rustic feel of the floorboards. And do you like the colours? Do you see all your little gold Celtic motifs?
Yeah,
All the way along the
got the
walls.
Celtic touch in.
The bed's fantastic as well.
You
Yeah,
got a wee
it's like-
bolster at the top there, that's another
Yeah.
continental feel.
Who
And
did the
soft headboards.
fabric for the bed?
That was Dee, our furnishings expert.
Oh right.
Isn't it fab?
It's going to be a nice place to be. We're going to spend a lot of time here.
It's just so brilliant.
More inspirational revamping from the House Invaders in a couple of minutes. And on a budget of nil, we're off to Kimberley next.